So let me start with the introduction of myself in John Deere. So let me take you through how I joined Deere, and then few of those here. So I joined Deere in 2006 as a contract employee. So it's been almost 17 years of association, for me with John Deere. Excited. So in 2006, I joined as a contract employee, and in 2007, I confirmed as a Deere employee. So that was my life's first biggest achievement, I would say. From being in a contract payroll and then getting into a Deere employee, that was really amazing. That too within a period of 5 months. So 2007 became a Deere employee, and in 2008, I promoted myself as a family man. Because Deere being a great organization, so I used to get the next big challenge is to get married. So I did that. I thought like biggest achievement in life has been done. After doing my marriage, I never knew that life starts after marriage. Okay, so and little background. So I come from Tamil Nadu, which is a state belongs to the southernmost part of India, and my wife is also from Tamil Nadu. So after my marriage, as you all guessed right, we had a discussion and we thought, why we are from Tamil Nadu, why we have to work in a different state? Why can't we go back to Tamil Nadu? And since my wife's native is Tamil Nadu, I didn't have any other chance. So I said, okay, let me try and then let me go back to Tamil Nadu. So I looked for many interviews, and I got an appointment at one of our competitors in Chennai. Most of you know who the competitor is. So my marriage date was 1st June 2008. Okay, and my interview date at the competitor's organization was 10th June. So I was in my marriage vacation and I was attending the interview. So the interview went well. I mean, better than what I expected. And at the end of the day, I was offered a job, right? And you never know, things changes within a fraction of a minute, right? In a fraction of a second. So they gave me the offer letter and then they asked me to sign the letter. So once I was going through that letter, I found that they have written my qualification as BTech in mechanical engineering. But at that point of time, I was a diploma holder. So I told them, like, I am not a graduate, I am a diploma, so please correct your offer letter and then I will go and sign it. So the HR was, shocked. So they said, like, as you are coming from John Deere, we assumed that you would be a graduate because our policy, we don't hire diploma holders. We need a minimum, graduation to get into our organization. So it's, how to say, I said, fine, if that's your policy, we will abide by that. And they said, but still, you have cleared all the interviews, everything went well. So we would like to still offer the job for you, but we cannot give you the salary which you have asked for. We can match the salary that you are currently getting from your current organization. So I said, I don't see a logic here. If you say that minimum criteria for joining your company is a graduation, then say that and then we will stop here. Or if you are hiring me for my talent, then let's go with the salary which we have agreed just few minutes before. How come this single piece of paper, a degree certificate, becomes a token for you to negotiate at this point of time? He said, no, this we have to go beyond our policies and then we have to hire you. So that's why we have to make some negotiations. So we cannot offer you the salary which you asked for. I said, fine, I'm not ready to accept the offer for the current salary which I am getting, only because the reason I am not having a degree certificate. So that was an emotional decision, and then I told it, and then I came back. As I said, it was June 10th, that was the interview, and June 12th, my marriage vacations are over, and then I came back to Pune. So after a few weeks, I was very restless, was thinking about that incident. How could they reject me for not having a certificate? If they told me like I was not having a qualification, or I was not having a talent, I was not having the skill set, I could have accepted. But they said everything is fine. I cleared 3 rounds of interviews. I cleared the HR. Everything is done. But at the final round, they are saying that I'm not having a degree, so my offer is not rejected. It's not offered. So I was pretty restless. And my biggest advisor, philosopher is my wife. So I expressed my feeling to her. And what she said is, if degree is something that is stopping you, then what are you waiting for? Go forward and get it. Right? That's not something which you cannot achieve. So go forward and do. Then I said, after marriage, it will be difficult. She said, it is difficult, but it's not impossible. If that is something which making you feel restless, then go forward and achieve it. So in 2009, I applied for bachelor degree in mechanical engineering from MIT Kothur, and I successfully completed my bachelor degree in mechanical engineering in 2012. So from 2009 to 2012, I was working. So the college was in the evening times. So I used to come to office from 8 to 5, and 6 to 8 was my college. So every day I come to office, and then evening I go to college. So I finished my graduation. Now, I was really proud. Like, okay, my graduation is done. So nobody is going to stop me. Now let me go back and give the interview again, right? So I went back 2012, but not in that same company. I went to Bangalore, a different organization. I applied, and then they called me for the interview. And this was a pretty different experience, which I didn't even expect. So I went in, and the HR was looking my resume, and then they said, okay, diploma BE mechanical engineering 2012, and this is 2012, and you are saying you already have few years of experience. How that's possible? So I told them, no, I did a part-time course in engineering, and there they said, no, we don't accept part-time degrees. I said, what? I put 3 years of my effort, and you are saying like, you are not going to consider my efforts. So again, came back, and my only go-to place is my wife, and then I went to her and said, I put 3 years of efforts, and now they are saying like, they want a full-time engineering degree and part-time degree is not accepted. What can I do now? Again, she said, if full-time engineering is what they want, go for it. I said, are you kidding me? In that 3 years time, we had a kid also, right? So, with family, with the kid, how can I afford a full-time degree? And she gave me a brilliant piece of advice. Don't put limitations on yourself. Go ahead and explore. If a full-time degree needs you to take a break from your job, let's see, how that can be managed. But if something is holding you, then don't get that feeling inside you. Go and try it. At least try your best. Then I went, and then I entered in many colleges in Pune, and few colleges were like that. They had weekend degrees for masters. And I thought, I do a weekend degree and I go to some other interview, and they said, weekend degree is not accepted. No, I cannot tolerate that anymore. Okay. So what can be done? Then I heard that the best college in Pune is College of Engineering, right? So it's one of the top 10 colleges in India. I thought, okay, now I will do my masters from such a college so that nobody can, challenge me about my degree. So I went in, and then I entered them. So they said, do you have a valid GATE score? If yes, come inside. If not, don't waste our time. That's what their approach. And I said, I want to inquire. Have a GATE score and then get in. If not, get out. We have some other works to do. I said, fine. So GATE is something which you want, right? So in 2012 to 2013, I prepared for GATE, and I scored Maharashtra state level rank 7. So that so that I get a good entry into CYP. So after my GATE score, I went into CYP. I showed them, no, I have Maharashtra rank 7. What do you say? They asked me, which degree do you want? Everything is open for you. So I took my master degree in design engineering. So from 2013 to 2015, I did my masters in design engineering full time from CYP. So from morning 9 to 2 is my college, and from evening 3 to 12 is my office hours. So I was working and doing simultaneously. So every day I used to go to college by 9 a.m. And since it's a government college, they don't compromise on attendance, they don't compromise on timings. So whatever they say, you have to follow. So 2 years, 9 to 2 my college, and then 3 to 12 was my office. So finished, and after 2015, once I got my degree, so I finished it with first class and honors. So I thought like, now nobody is going to stop me. So my wife then asked, no, where are you going to give your interview? Because you have the degree, that too full time, that too from one of the top 10 colleges in India. But I sat back and looked like all these which I did, my graduation, my masters, everything was possible because I worked in a great organization called John Deere, right? So if that was any other place, doing all this, adjusting the timings and giving me all the permission and support to do this education, might not be possible. So I said, this organization has helped me to develop in a great way. So why should I leave this organization now? Now I thought, now nobody is going to challenge me, but I'm not going to apply anymore. So whatever the organization gave me, now it's time for me to give it back. So after 2015 till date, I haven't applied for any interviews. Okay, so that the education journey didn't stop there. At 2018, I did my postgraduate diploma in business management from SIBM. I was the second topper in our batch. And in 2022, last year, I started my third post graduation, my second master degree from automotive electronics, and I'm currently doing that, which is expected to be completed by next year. So that's my journey in John Deere, guys. So now, with this introduction, I'm going to take you through my hobbies and what I did as a hobby and what are my learnings, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So this is just the introduction part. Please bear with me for the long introduction. So so one important learning, that I wanted to share with you all is, if there is a rejection, don't get afraid of that, just go ahead and embrace it, because we never know, the great rejection might lead to a great direction. So just imagine, if I got that job offer in 2008, I'm not sure whether I could have done my graduation till now, because that was my hometown, near to my home, just a walkable distance. So I would feel like my life would have been settled, and then I could have settled over there. But that rejection opened some new doors for me. Now, I have 3 master degrees, and then, my education journey is still continuing. So whenever there is a rejection, trust me, life has something bigger and better.